Vision Network Society Watch. This is a program where we ventilate societal issues, give them aggregate attention with a view to provide solutions that will benefit humanity. On today's topics, we are going to be looking at Rivers State. Police detain father of 3 for beating wife to death. From Enugu State, woman commits suicide after leaving children at police station. From Ogun State, Celestial Church of Christ evangelist killed by assistance over woman. From Lagos State, refuge truck fall of bridge killed tricycle rider. Environmental concerns emerge as Nigerians revert to charcoal firewood. These are the issues we'll be looking at today. You can join us on Facebook and Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1, X Atlantic TV Net. You can watch us live on our website, atlanticnetwork.tv. We will return after this break.
From the line across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring on sport news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economy, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today, only on ATN.
People into the country illegally. That is amazing.
Honourable
you human trafficker.
Honourable they are not picking our calls. They made up their minds.
So no the EU, but
every day our lives are changed by history.
We are one people, all of us.
Leaders, politics.
Nobody's ambition is what's the blood.
I have fought very firmly.
Natural occurrence, war, and the world economy.
I belong to everybody, and I belong to nobody.
ATN covers it all on ATN Politics.
from the line across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains through the Sahara. We bring on-the-spot news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economy, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today, only on ATN.
People into the country illegally. That is amazing.
Honorable
You human
On the point of order.
Honorable they are not picking our calls. They made up their minds.
So no agreement with the EU, but
Every day our lives are changed by
From the line across the ocean to the land on the mountains through the Sahara. We bring news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economy, trades. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today.
Okay, if you're just joining us, this is Society Watch on Atlantic Television Network. And joining us on this conversation this afternoon is a security expert. I'm talking about Mr. Ijonama. All right, we go straight to our first story for today from Rivers State. Michael Dozier has been arrested by the police in Rivers State for allegedly beating his wife, Mrs. Uzoma Chidozie, to death in their home in Ajib axis of Mile 4, Port Harcourt. The incident occurred on the night of Tuesday, February 5th, 2024. Mrs. Uzoma, a 32-year-old mother of three, reportedly suffered daily beatings from her husband. According to friends, after Ms. Uzoma's death, he fled the scene, leaving behind his wife's lifeless body. His brother, upon receiving a call from Michael about an emergency, arrived at the house only to find his sisters dead. Michael was later arrested by the police on Wednesday morning and is now in custody at the State's Criminal Investigation and Intelligence Department in Port Harcourt for further investigations. The Rivers State Police Command's Public Relations Officer SP Grace Ringi Koko confirmed the arrest and stated that an autopsy will be conducted on Mrs. Uzoma's body to determine the exact cause of death. Her remains have been deposited in the mortuary. May the soul of Uzoma rest in peace. It's quite unfortunate that a lot of women are still going through domestic violence. It's quite unfortunate. And we have just lost a soul due to domestic violence. Mr. Mpon, I'd like to hear from you, which is a better way to actually handle this, because this is a family issue. I mean, there are some women that feels that if their husband does not raise hand on them, they are not loved. And some knows that this is actually something that can actually result to death. But because of love, they remain in their home. So this is a family crisis that one cannot just go in. You can just call police in if the two does not agree to bring this to a public. So what is a better way to actually fight domestic violence?
I don't know whether you can hear, but the volume of your set is very, very low and such, very thin. I hardly pick what you are saying, but I know you are talking about something about female. Can you ask the question about or increase the volume of?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Your sound.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Again, what you ask?
All right,
yeah.
All right. It's quite unfortunate that we have lost one soul due to family violence, and a lot of persons are actually going through this. But we are living in a country where, I mean, family is a place that an outsider cannot just intrude without you being invited in. And now some women feels that if a man does not raise hand on them, they don't feel loved. And while some knows that this beating, this family violence can actually result to their early grave, but because of the love they have for each other, they continue to stay to endure this. Like we have here, Mrs. Ufoma has been going through beating from her husband, and now it has resulted in something that we can't possibly, in a very sad story. What do you think? What is a better way to actually handle family violence? Because a lot of persons are going through it even as we are talking now. What is the best way to handle it?
Well, domestic violence is not acceptable in any marital. I would like to say it just like if you are a professional boxing or a kickboxing or how do they call the last people, all those wrestlers. We also do know that one of their ethics is you don't go and practice it at home. In short, to some extent, you don't fight an individual without, writing the person to fight you in a ring. Such, for me, should be applicable to marriage. Though in some words, you see some female will be naturally will be stronger than male. Otherwise, by nature, more of the male we are much stronger and as such in marriage you always observe the male are always being the one to victimize the female. Remember too, it does happen in some of the family and make it become the victim of the domestic. But in all sense of sincerity, every family should try as much as they can avoid domestic violence because it's not good for the family. It also female child, if their mother always be the victim, was very young, she will always grow with this kind of background too. If a male child also grow with that mentality, when the male finally grow, he will also want to be eating the same thing what he has seen the father, did to the mother. He will also be kind of an animal that will always want to think the wife and all that. So in the other way around, as much as we try to avoid because of our health, we should also consider the children so that they will not emulate what they have learned from their parental family. That is the why I don't support the demo.
If you see something, say something. But we still have a lot of persons that feels that my neighbor's problem is not my business. Now we have it in this story that neighbors are saying, the eyewitnesses are saying that if Mrs. Ufoma has been enduring beating from Michael, that's the husband. And how come they have not taken this to the police station? How come they did not report about this until it got to an extent where nothing can be repaired anymore? Why do you think that people are actually staying away from this kind of thing? Why do you think that people don't want to speak up anymore?
You must agree with me that for those of us who are Christians, we believe that marriage is for better and for worse. Remember, research also has it that there are some female who prefer that when their husband is angry with them, the only way is the problem is when their husband, hits them or beats them or that serve like she has paid for a punishment. As such, even when similar things happen and people, outsiders, make an attempt to intervene, you end up to be the enemy of such family. In some of that family, you'll also agree with that around kind of a fight between the two partners or the two spouses where every little things will fight themselves. So as a marriage progresses, you find it becomes norms, it becomes the practice of their marriage. So when the neighbors are maybe make attempt one or twice and saw that the reaction from the people was something that is terrible, that will make them run away from it. Then from the security aspect of it, there are some families that put the husband and criminals and they apply that method of fighting so that they can nail in some of their neighbors who are very responsible in the yard and are doing well so that they can use that opportunity to kidnap them and order. Remember, a case of so many kidnapping important. If you are driving on the road, some kidnappers will intentionally hit your vehicle and a non-Nigeria driver who is driving on the road, when somebody hits you, you have to park your vehicle and you start, raising your voice, and they will come down and as if want to. These are some of the experience people have experienced in some of those basic families. They will use violence to lure in people so that they can carry out their impact and all that.
Yeah,
So a lot of experience around these improper attitude in Nigeria makes a lot of people to stay away from domestic violence.
yeah, we do believe that, or better still, a lot of person believes that marriage is for better, for worse, especially in the Christendom. But when violence becomes a daily routine, becomes a daily thing, do you encourage them, to stay in the marriage without doing something about it, despite the popular saying that marriage is for better, for worse?
We need to look at it from the professional aspect of things. That I would agree to some extent that when a marriage is violence, one needs to move out from that marriage. Of course, we want to consider the security and the professional aspect of it. We will disagree with the text of Bible that marriage is for better, for worse. For better, for worse are justified when someone hell and someone life. In courtship or in courtship, when you are talking with somebody and you observe that the attitude of your partner is not okay for you, if people are, that is what I think in this concept we are trying to portray, that even in the legal marriage, if you find that the man or the woman you get married to, the life has changed, he has suddenly become a human animal, and the best you can do, avoid such person and go away. But everything also surround legal marriage, especially when the children are involved. When the children are involved, some of the men, they want to divorce their wife because they don't want to live up their responsibilities. They want to run away from it because the people just too much from them. Some of the female too, maybe they have later discovered that ordinarily they wouldn't have married to him, and they have seen another man, maybe they are working with this high class person that they would have to live with. They will want to leave this marriage. And some of the marriage, they believe that the man will not accept you to come with your own children, so they want to abandon the another person. These are some of those things that, but for me, I think that both the man and that of the woman in marriage, when you observe that the attitude of your partner has changed, you need to consider yourself too. What is it that I've been doing wrong? This is the same man, this is the woman that told me he loves me, and we are going to marry to each other. What suddenly changed his attitude? Could it be spiritual? Could it be a health issue? Could it be financial issues? Could it be psychological problem? Then when you realize this, is easy to solve. But when you want to use some inflammable substance to quench a burning fire, of course you will agree with me that you can't burn it. These are issues that people need to consider. Remember that domestic violence is not only to the family of the infants. Some of the family of the infants, they also observe it. That is why I have to say that the both partner need to consider what could be the remote cause of the sudden change of attitude of my spouse. When you trace that out, it's easy to solve
The problem.
the problem.
All right.
For me, it is tough.
All right, thank you. Thank
If
you.
you want to get the Bible aspect of it, you need to. When you pull out as a Christian, you must also remember that the Bible says you will not get married again, especially without your wife is led. Otherwise, you just prefer, to be a sinner when the last thing you got to come. Otherwise, nothing wrong for someone to pull out.
Okay, thank you so much. The next story is from Enugu State. A tragic incident unfolded in Enugu State where a mother of three allegedly took her life, reportedly due to the unbearable economic hardship and rising cost of living in the country. The woman, whose identity remained unknown, visited the Ogo police station in Enugu North local government area and left three young children there without a word to anyone. Witnesses reported that the woman, described as a middle-aged, stripped naked, emerged from the station along Ogu Road and ran into a vehicle, resulting in her immediate death. The children, all under the age of 6, were left orphaned. Following the incident, the eldest child, when asked about the father, could only say our father got lost, indicating a tragic situation for the family. In response to the children's plight, the wife of the Enugu State Governor, Mrs. Uche Chinyere Mba, through her Costas Cares Foundation, has pledged to sponsor the children living in education. Ms. Mba visited the Ogo police station and made the announcement offering support to the children who have been left without a mother. This is another tragic incident that has occurred here. I mean, Mr. Mpon, is the economic hardship in the country that bad to an extent that people are now committing suicide. We saw in a situation where a father killed son because of food in Abia State. And we have another tragic situation where a mother took the children to the police station because better still she economic hardship again in the country. And according to what the children are saying, they cannot really tell where the father is. The father lost long ago. In other words, they don't really know who their father is. So the problem, has it gotten to an extent where depression is now a thing of the day?
My sister, this is quite an interesting story. That the woman killed herself after dropping kids in Enugu police station. If the situation in Nigeria continue like this, the worst will happen. In short, that reminds me, remember there is a portion in the Bible that stated that time will come when family will want to slaughter their children for feeding because of hardship. I just believe that scientifically, not daring said things is actually being experienced. And do you know the worst? It's not even problem is the problem of the situation we are facing in Nigeria. It is the society that are being very wicked. I just want to ask a rhetorical question. What concerns dollar rate in the market and the woman that is planting cassava and carrots? What concerns the woman that planted mango, guava, and every other fruits? Some of these fruits natural. Just go in our environment, if they raise alarm and government show concern in India.
I can hear you.
Okay, and in Lagos and Port Harcourt, the pigs react and they went to all those places that they sell black market dollars and get some people arrested. By and large, let's put it the dollars now later make some real announcement. believe that no price, none of the price of any goods and services in Nigeria that has been reduced, including transportation. But if today, as I'm talking to you, after this interaction, we confirm that Naira has depreciated in, and dollar has increased with even 1%, you will see another rise of price of things. You won't believe me that I came to Oluobasanjo Road. Today it's Thursday. On Monday, I went for market shopping to see if I can price some office stationaries like chairs, table, and all that. After I agree on the price with these people, and I told them that in the next morning I would find a way to get those materials. The next morning, the same man called to say now that, hello?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Now let me ask.
Can you explain that? I don't know whether you heard me what I mean. I experienced that on Monday I brought something of 350,000. The next morning, the person called me and said, "Can you go sell that price for 360,000, if not for 370,000?" What happened to that sudden inflation of price in the market? So you can see that the citizen in this nation are just being paid. So nobody knows what the lady actually passing through. Nobody knows that she has not eaten for the last 2 days. And remember, an hungry man is an angry man. An hungry man is an angry man. So when you are hungry, you can do anything. As I'm talking to you, if I'm angry, if I am hungry for the past days, I can't talk to you politely. That is the situation we find ourselves. Many people in Nigeria that are international business dealers, that the price of dollar can affect all the consumable commodity and every other goods and materials in Nigeria. It's very, very unfortunate for this situation we find ourselves.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, it's possible. Because the man is free.
All right, let's look at this. Let's look at this. Let's look at this now. We all know that it is not a new thing. It is not. We are not surprised. All right. We already know that right now, Nigeria, we are in a fix. A lot is going wrong because the price of things are so on the high that the common man can no longer, be sure of getting something to eat. But does that mean that we should kill our? If you are not alive, how are you going to fight a stable economy in the country? Now, this woman took the children to police station because she is so pained. Her heart is so full, but perhaps she doesn't have anybody to speak with or speak to. So is the solution to the problem of Nigeria's economy, is the solution to Nigeria's inflation, is a solution to insecurity in the country, killing ourselves? Is that the best way to handle it? By running into a running vehicle to kill ourselves? By committing suicide? Is that the best way to handle what is going on in Nigeria now? Would that make economic stable? Would that make insecurity now a thing of the past? Is that going to bring down the price of things in the market by killing ourselves?
You don't get it. You don't get it. You don't get it in the sense that remember that in a society, you have the lowest categories of people, you have the middle class, and you have the rich. And those in the lowest categories in every country believe that they don't have a voice. They don't have a representative. They don't have a connection. In short, they see themselves as a failure. No longer you are being in a position of to be referred or described to be a poor family. Somebody who cannot provide a 1 square meal in 2-3 days. Then you understand what the lady has passed through.
Well, it's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate that all of this is happening. It's quite unfortunate that this is actually going on, but we would like to advise people. The best solution to bring Nigerian problems to, what we want, how we want Nigeria to be is not by killing ourselves. You have to live to be able to make Nigerian economy stable. You have to live to be able to see the better tomorrow you're talking about. You can't afford to kill yourself. If you're depressed, talk to someone. If you're depressed, reach out to people. Don't die. All right, the next story is from Lagos State. A tragic incident occurred in a rural area of Lagos State where a tricycle rider lost his life after a compactor fall from a bridge. The incident, which happened on Tuesday evening, involved a Lagos Waste Management Authority truck that was crossing the Shinta Bridge. According to report, the truck experienced a mechanical fault while in motion, causing it to lose control and collide with a Kia Salon car on the bridge. The impacts of the crash led to the compactor detaching and falling on the mini commercial bus and a tricycle below. Unfortunately, the passengers in the bus survived, but the tricycle rider was fatally injured. The permanent secretary of LASMA, Oluwafemi Okesanyitolu, confirmed the incident, stating that the truck suffered a mechanical error, crashed into a Kia Ros Salon car on the bridge. Further information gathered that the incident scene was that the compactor thereafter crashed down the side of the bridge onto a 7-passenger minibus and a tricycle, killing a motorcyclist instantly on the impact. Mkon, I had to immediately come to this particular story. You know, we have a situation where in Aba Road, because that one is a we have seen where all these heavy duty vehicle, the container, falls on another smaller car that leads to a loss of life in the early grave. All right, so what is the best way to handle it? Is there any way the government can create a special road for all of these tractors, all these heavy duty vehicles to pass, or is there a way that they can make it them to move better still at night when the road is a little bit clear? Because you keep seeing all these heavy duty vehicles struggling, fighting on the road with another smaller vehicle, and it's not something that should be. So what do you think the government needs to do? You are a security expert. That is why I have to bring the story to you.
Driving on the road, an attitude of drivers, the training on his own, driving on the road, attitude on the road. When I mean attitude of the road, attitude of every driver in Nigeria. is a case that should give everybody concern. Let me tell you one thing. An average driver on the road believes that all dogs applied to our roads are always faulty. So they don't drive in a distance, they will develop faults. And as such, they will cause obstruction on the road. And because of the bad nature of our road, we don't have another route. A case whereby the truck block a pathway. Again, because we came out from a country that at the moment we are facing a very serious economic challenge, everybody are living in a rush hour. Rush hour. And you want to tell me that you price something 5,000 naira, very important to you. And in the next 1 hour, somebody called you to say, sir, just get information that in the next 3 hours, the price of that thing will skyrocket to 2,000 naira. What would you do? That is where we find ourselves. Our life is not secure. The economy of Nigeria is not secure. So what will you expect that the road network will also be secure? We have to fix our mentality. If we don't fix our mentality as a citizen of Nigeria, the problem will continue. An average Nigerian is angry and is hurried. You drive as somebody the next thing you expect from that is God punish you, useless man, idiot. Come down, I will kill you. And all kind of things. A trailer man want to pass. You want to overtake the trailer man. When he talks, you want to come down to abuse the person. Whereas, if you exercise patience, everybody will still apply that same things. So for me, I think that life insecurity in Nigeria is the root cause of all the problems we are facing. So the hunger has triggered the hunger in everybody. An average Nigeria is a short-term temporary an average movement, short-term temper. Somebody just provoked in 1 minute. Nobody will believe you whether you are the son of the bishop. Because the anger is already accommodated in our soul and body. Do you know what? Sometimes if you go to the street and you interface with people, then feel like maybe one day you just wake up and all these elites, those rich people in Nigeria, and nobody will find them so that we start afresh. A country whereby somebody have not worked in any private sector or government sector, he just become a governor or become a senator, and he will be richer than the local government, he will be richer than the state, he will be richer than the country. Meaning that all the money that we have been using in the bank belongs to these people. But at the time we decide to pull out from bank, you will believe that I'm getting even 2,000 to go to.
All right. Well, according to Paul, we are in a country where you see people get to drive anyhow. I can't even paraphrase what he said. We just have to be security conscious in all that we do. And for those people driving a heavy truck, You have to be very careful to when applying the road with smaller vehicles. Life is just one. It's very important. We can't afford to live anyhow. This is where we draw the curtain for today. Thank you so much, John Mampon, for joining me on this show. All right, I am Immaculata Irikana. If you miss out, we have platforms for you